All right, YouTube, back in the shop today. And today's mission, if you accept it, is we are going to finish putting these two stiffeners on the here. The other thing I wanted to check, since I was here in the shop, so we're going to put those stiffeners on, was in the Van's YouTube video of doing the fuel tank, they showed a yoke and a hand squeezer that would work on this, and it was amazing. I don't know if Van or if ATC is watching, but I know they're not watching me. They're not the government. Let's see if I can get this with one hand. Well, it lets me know that I can't get this off with one hand. Let me see if I can do this. So let me put the camera down. I'll be back. I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a second. There we go. So I got the fuel cap off, and here's a fuel ring. Now we're going to have to ProSeal this in, and it's going to use different size thread or different size rivets, as you guys can see. And in the video that Vans put out, they actually hand squeezed this because a lot of yokes won't reach it. Now I do have the pinchers. I'll show you these guys here with the 3-inch. So I'm pretty sure those pinchers, those guys, that big guy right there, 10,000 pounds per square inch or something like that, force, could probably reach and get it. But most riveters will not be able to do that. So what Vans did is they used a hand riveter, and I picked this up during the specials from ATC or ATS, Aircraft Tool Supply. It was a full set, and it was like just a little bit over, just north of $300 for the whole set. You get the longeron, you get the 3-inch or 2.5-inch, and then more importantly, you get the low profile or 1-inch. And Vans actually used this 1-inch to get in there. Now, I was looking at it. I'll just set that up. Now you got to remember, there's going to be a skin here on the outside, so you really can't. Yeah, but it just barely gets on there. See that? Perfect. Now, what I'm probably going to have to do by looking at this is, obviously I can't cut or I can't make any modification here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to shorten this side here, put it on the grinder, and take this side down just a tad, and then that will allow this piece to see how it's, if you look at the hole, the relationship of the hole down on the flange itself and the hole on the yoke, they're just slightly off. I would say probably 3 or 4/16 off. So I'm just going to take a little bit off the back side of this, and then I'll be able to use the hand squeezer to put that out. So that was what I got. And oh, and by the way, I got everything for, like I said, this is a bench mount, so you can mount it to a bench. I got the sets. You always need sets. I think I got 3 sets of sets. I got the yoke, and it also came with the longeron yoke. You guys have seen me use the longeron yoke quite a bit, actually. And of course, this heavy duty. So I'm really, really happy with that. I did buy down there, that big dude. I don't recommend it. I'm just going to tell you, it just doesn't have enough oomph, doesn't have enough mass. It's just cumbersome as heck. I think this one will be tremendously better. I think I bought that one on eBay or Amazon. I bought this one from Aircraft Tool Supply. So yep. So as I said earlier, we're gonna get in here, get these guys ProSealed down. Everything's good to go, and then we'll go from there. And then yeah. So when I get done with that, I will discuss kind of what's going on here. Why? Well, I haven't been in the shop because I haven't been in the shop. There's no, yeah, it's an excuse. Any other reason? It's just I haven't been here. So, but I'll kind of tell you where we're at with the hanger stuff. So let me get to work. I got to get this done. It's my lunch break, and I wanted to get in here and at least get this done, and then see what I needed to do, how I needed to modify that piece, and that will determine what tools I need to pick up or where I need to take that. So I have a buddy who has a machine shop. He might be able to mill it down for me. So that's about it. Be well, and like I said, stay tuned. I'll be back in a minute. All right, YouTube. So I got those done. Those are down. I put a little goop on there to hold it down as the fan's going, but I had to turn the fan off for the video. One of the things you need to do, and I've said this and I said it again, and I'll say it again, get a flashlight off of my deburrer, and run down and look at all of those seams. Now with the light on it, you can barely see it. One of the areas that I found, and let me see if I can get in position here to kind of show you a trouble spot. And luckily I only found one. So right there, there's a corner, right? There's a pretty good corner. And what I found is that on this one here, and I've found them not after the fact, but while I was doing it, that corner tends to get a little air pocket in it where this corner, I don't want to touch it because I had to fill it in, but where that corner goes in. So you want to look at those corners and see how and you know, I'm not an expert, but I just been playing with this stuff. I do fairing and stuff, fiberglass for boats and stuff. So I don't want to call myself an expert on doing ProSeal for an airplane, but it's just common sense stuff. Your fairing from one side should flow into the other. If you have any gaps or any spaces and stuff, then you need to come back and fill that in. And these corners seem to be the most susceptible. I'm trying to get that camera on there for you and get it focused. But those corners, and when I say corner, it's where this piece and that piece meet. So you want to make sure that your ProSeal flows all the way around, is consistently connected, I guess is the best way to say it. Should be a big long oval all the way around that part. There should be no breaks in the ProSeal as it goes around the part. So what I did is I inspected, see how that one is? So I had to come back. I saw a little bit of metal right there in that corner. So I took a little bit of ProSeal that I had left over, and I put it in there and I floated around. So that is probably something, you know, this is, we learn together, right? And everything. So I just wanted to kind of see if the camera will focus. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, it just, and you look, this is messy. You can try to be as clean as possible. You're gonna make this is a messy process. Use tape. Tape is the best. See if I can show you this one head on. See how that kind of flows all the way around. Now you do see a little bit of metal, but that's the, and I did check that. That is actually the skin. So there is enough ProSeal, but see how that flows all the way around that part? And that's what you want to go for. And it even encapsulates the rivet there. So, so yeah, so just be on the lookout for that and everything. Wow. So yeah, it's another hot one in here. So I got that done. Now let's talk a little bit about what's going on, right? So yeah, so I got an email from the hangar. We did get our hangar. We did sign the lease. So I was kind of waiting. I was anticipating moving in this weekend, so I didn't want to do anything that would be moved by the I didn't want to ProSeal and then turn around and have to move the part, right? You want to keep the part stable for a good 2 days, let that ProSeal kick in and everything. So, get my finger out of the way. So I wasn't going to do any ProSeal. Well, why am I in the shop today? Well, I got an email. So we passed the inspection. The hangar passed the inspection, except for one thing. Apparently, the guy that inspected did not like the fact that there was still dust or whatever on the floor. So cities paying for these hangars, so I guess they can demand that. So the contractor had to go in and hire a cleaning crew to clean the hangars, So that delayed us a little bit. And then on top of that, we're waiting for our occupancy permit, the occupancy permit. So that means that we're probably, I was told that we're probably we're 30 days out, so it won't be until October 1st. So I figure I'd get back in here and get working on this plane, because you know, you guys know the routine. It's not going to build itself. So that's setback number one, but by the grace of God, right? You know, what are you going to do? I've always said, you want to hear God laugh at you, tell him your plans as we go around and inspect parts. So that was setback number one. Not really a setback. It is what it is, right? I'm just in here for another month. So that was number one. Number two, I had to change. I had to change where I was renting my airplane. Now, what's really nice is it just happened by the grace of God. You know, it's amazing how this works. There's a new club that opened up at my Dunnellon Airport. As you guys remember, early on, I belonged to a club there, and they went belly up because of COVID and everything. So there was no club. Well, I was flying out of Williston, but because you can Google it and find out why, but because of something that really, really bad happened at Williston, had nothing to do with it, obviously. It's not, I actually shouldn't be, it's not even a joking matter, but needless to say, horrible, 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 just utterly disgusting things. So yeah, so it was crazy. I was out at the hangar the day before everything went down on a Saturday with Sandy and I, looking at it, and we were bumped into two guys that started up a new club. They got two airplanes there and a full service shop, and so now I'm gonna I'll be renting from them. And what's really cool is one of the instructors, his name's Bo. He's also an RV10. He's was affiliated with Saint Aviation, and those that are building RVs know who Saint Aviation is. They're an assisted building company here in Dunnellon. Jesse Saint, great guy, really good guy, and everything. And you know, they're affiliated with him. Well, the CFI that was with them, or still with them, or not with them, but associated, he actually can do the RV10 check rides and sign me off for my insurance. So everything just, you know, works, you know, God willing, right? So we got through that and everything. So yeah, just a little, like I said, a little disappointment. The fact that we're not going to be moving in the hangar or anything, you know, this week or this weekend, but we're gonna have to wait another month. It is what it is. You know, I trust everything works out the way it's supposed to. You know, don't fight it. Just deal with it. So yeah, so that's it. So I'm back in the shop. So you're gonna be seeing me making some more videos. I'm gonna let this cook until today's Friday. I'm gonna let this cook till Sunday. I'm gonna come back in. I have been reading. I've been reading on ProSeal, some of the professional training classes. There is a process. So this is the first coat. There is a process of going back around and applying another coat around these joints. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that all at once, and then that should wrap this portion of doing the fuel tanks, and then we'll start on the ancillary pieces. You know, the bung, and then the fuel cap. Get that done. I've got to do some modification to my tools, just slightly. So I'll get that done as we talked about in the first video. So that's about it. That's where we're at. This is the doldrums of building an RV10. Everything is pretty exciting. This is actually pretty exciting, but this is just rinse and repeat. And whatever I get done here, I got to turn around and do it to that guy right there. There's another fuel tank sitting in the corner. So yeah. But hey, I'm learning as I go, and everything. So like always, be well, be safe, take care of yourselves, have a great weekend, spend it with your family. You know, do whatever you got to do to get closer to God. That's what it's all about, and everything. So you know, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about the airplane build, leave them in the comment section. I'll try to answer them as quick as I can. And like always, may God bless you and keep you safe.